Rangers first baseman Jake Berger joining us now here on 105.3 The Fan. And a good afternoon to you, sir. How the heck are you?
Good. How are you guys?
We're doing outstanding. And I think this is 2 years in a row. You go hit a home run, and then you jump on the headset and join us on the show here. So I think we got a thing going.
Let's keep that thing going into the regular season, Maybe every night.
We're up for it, man. We'll give you the hotline number. You can call in on your way to the yard or something. How you feeling out there, though? Everything coming together well for you?
Yeah, feeling really good, Obviously last year, disappointing for myself and a lot of guys on the team. And for me this offseason, I was working on a couple setup changes that freed me up a little bit, and it's felt pretty good so far in spring with consistently getting the ball in the barrel.
So this goes to your stance and the way that you're getting ready to take a look at what he's going to offer?
Yeah. I felt like my hands were probably creeping up a little too high, and with my load, my hands drop basically every single time. And if I don't give myself enough time to get those hands back up, I cut off my swing, and a lot of rollovers to the left side and pop-ups to the right side. So it was kind of getting my hands back oriented and making sure my sequencing was right throughout my swing.
Man, that's really interesting detail. Thanks for sharing that. Now, at this point in your career, do you observe yourself, or do you watch yourself and make those adjustments yourself, or what's your process like for figuring out what you want to work on?
Yeah, so, I kind of look at last year and a lot of the swings and my successful swings and my bad swings, and kind of come up with a common denominator and kind of work from there. And, even looking back at 24 and 23 swings as well. And, for me, this spring, I feel like the last two spring trainings, I've gotten too mechanical too early, before my timing was there, before my eyes were there. And this spring, I've basically not looked at any video whatsoever and kind of going based off of feel and just kind of being relentlessly process-oriented, and know I'm working on the right things in the cage, and, eventually it translates out there. And if I'm doing that, every single day for 162 games, I feel like at the end of the season I'm going to look up and it's going to be right where I want it to be.
So what about what can you tell us about the offseason Pilates situation? Can you take us into that a little bit there, Jake?
Yeah. Ashlyn, my wife's been harping on me for about 4 years now to get on a reformer, and I thought it was kind of silly. I'm like, hey, I like to move weight really fast, and try and get under a squat rack or deadlifting. I don't need this, and I had some soft tissue stuff last year that I'm like, all right, maybe we need to dial in the small muscles a little bit to help support the big muscles. And let me tell you, it's way harder than any lift in a gym. So you start shaking and you don't even realize how hard it is. But no, it was great. I feel really strong, and it's something that's going to be a part of my routine for the rest of my career.
Getting any teammates on board?
Not yet. I know a lot of guys do Legree. I do more traditional, and so I'm trying to get more guys into the traditional side of it as well. And I know a lot of guys have utilized it, and a lot of my buddies back home, Vinny Pasquantino and Brent Rooker, those guys do a lot of Pilates as well. So it seems to be catching on in the baseball world for sure.
Is it one of those things where you wake up after doing it and you didn't realize you had muscles there? Like the soreness of it? Like you're geez, I didn't even know there was a muscle there, kind of.
Yeah, that first month for sure. Once you get in the routine, it's like any other thing, It's like you try a new movement, you'll feel it, but that first month, you're like, oh my God, like I can barely walk up these stairs. I didn't realize I had muscles where it hurts.
Yeah, exactly.
It's Jake Berger here with you on 105.3 The Fan, home of the Rangers, on the Zero Res hot seat. What's different about these international games? Anything? It's just kind of neat for us to be able to watch Brazil up here. What's the experience been like for you?
Yeah, it's really cool. I think the WBC is a really awesome event, and I'm excited to watch a little bit of the game tonight with Australia and Chinese Taipei going, but. I think it just brings together kind of the nation-focused tournament. I think that's always fun. And seeing Brazil, that started today, it's a guy you hadn't heard of. He doesn't have a true media page, but, he's coming out throwing 92, 93 with good three-pitch mix. And, it's just cool to see guys get that opportunity on a bigger level.
Would you want to play for Team USA?
Yeah, I mean, no doubt about it. I think that'd be a highlight reel dream, and I think it's something that I'm aspiring to hopefully get the nod in 3 years and work my butt off over the next 3 years to get that.
Now, are you guys under any direction to not embarrass them? Because I thought you could have scored from third there.
Yeah, no, that's I'm putting that on Rags. I'm going to pull this clip and show him the sprint speed around second. And
you were hauling ass.
I'll have a stern talking with him tomorrow morning. That's for sure.
That's where I saw it.
So we got to chat with you last year. You're a big hockey guy as well. So how much enjoyment did you get watching the boys go bring home, and the gals bring home the gold there in the Olympics?
Yeah, it's so sick, and like the way they did it, both the women's and the men's, that was awesome. OT, golden goal, game winners, and it's just really cool to see like hockey get the spotlight it deserves. I think it's a beautiful sport and one of the most fun to watch. And so seeing them do what they did against a powerhouse in Canada was sick. I'm happy for those guys, and the women's team. I feel like they're perennial winners, and just cool to see their dominance in the sport.
What differences can you share with us? You came into the Rangers last year. You were dealing with a lot. We know the story about your daughter, and we've talked to you before. We were there when the team was signing that blanket for you and how awesome that was. But you have Boch last year. You come in now year two, hopefully more comfortable with the team, but now a new manager in Skip Schumacher, but a guy that you've got a history with.
Yeah. No, I loved playing for Skip in Miami, and Boch is a legend, and it was awesome to play for him. But I was definitely excited that the next man after Boch was Skip, and it feels like that's the only move you can make after a legend like Boch. And I'm really fired up. It's been an awesome spring so far, and you can kind of feel the energy amongst the group, just the energy that Skip brings day in and day out, and the communication he gives guys on a daily basis. It's just it's next level, and so I know a lot of guys are really fired up about this year.
It's Jake Berger with us here on The Fan. We were talking about Aaron Judge went viral for he was trying to give a little bit of a pump-up speech that maybe fell flat for Team USA. Who on the Rangers would be the best player to give the pregame pump-up speech in a big moment?
Oh, that's a good question. I think Evo's got that. I think Evo would probably be the best at a pump-up speech there. I think Nemo can do that as well. With the couple weeks I've gotten to know him, I feel like he's got a lot of charisma, and I think those are probably the two. One position player, one pitcher. I feel like that's a safe answer.
Love it.
He seems like a chatty guy, that Nemo. I see him like I'm watching him from the field. He's talking to everybody out there.
Yeah.
Is he that type of guy? Is he always kind of walking up in your business and just talking to you about stuff?
Yeah, he's a talker. I like it. I like that type of energy. Sometimes at 6:30 in the morning, we're locker partners. It's
oh, there we go.
Need a couple coffees first, but still all good.
Okay, Jake, I don't necessarily hear this, but we've got two listeners that have texted in now and said that you somewhat sound like Patrick Mahomes. Has anybody ever told you that before?
That's the first time I've ever heard that. And I don't know, is that a compliment? Or
I mean, I love
sure.
He's one of the ghosts.
Yeah.
All right,
yeah,
it
is.
Good. Yeah, we're good.
We'll take that.
All right, I like it. Yeah.
Have you ever had to give a pregame speech yourself?
Yeah, I think a couple of them, especially Missouri State, and then like in Miami, we were such a young team that I was kind of the veteran, still on a rookie contract, which was interesting. So I feel like I always had to kind of give those pep talks during a hitter's meeting or after a game. I like to give some speeches, but I feel like it's got to be at the right opportunity in the right spot.
Who's the biggest ball buster in the clubhouse?
Seager by far.
Really?
DeGrom's there too. Especially we got some ping pong going in the clubhouse out here in spring, and I think that's an easy game to kind of talk crap to each other.
Well, if you need some ammunition, we found out today that Tyler Alexander, he is a free ball guy. Okay, so even when he's playing, he's not going with any type of undergarments there. Now, how insane is that, by the way, to play baseball?
I think I overheard a conversation just now before I got on here about that.
Oh, no
yeah,
kidding.
That's you learn something new every day,
Yeah.
You learn something new every day. That's what's fun about a clubhouse, though.
Yeah, it's
I can imagine. Yeah. Now, speaking of that clubhouse and that atmosphere of talking trash and ball busting, are our guys Wolchuk and Chiafalo getting any reputation among the players? Because they like to get down there in the morning clubhouse media session and ask your teammates some pretty irreverent questions. Have you heard anything about this?
No, I have not. I haven't. I've been disconnected from it. So, that doesn't mean I'm not going to hear about it tomorrow.
That's where the free balling conversation comes in.
Yep.
You can thank us for that.
That's it.
And Jake, listen, if we see you in the clubhouse, we'd love to get an exclusive with you. Okay? So if we see you down there,
I do wear underwear, so that's.
And you're going to need a cup for this conversation.
What about the powders, the gold bonds and things like that? Like, how prevalent is that this time of year?
Not too prevalent for me. I think it's definitely hot summer day, Cincinnati, St. Louis, Midwest, kind of that humid, wet, really hot. It feels like it comes out a little more there. But in spring, like you're putting your cup on for the first time, it's you definitely need some protection down there.
Okay, so
Broadus collects cups.
You're rock. He does, and that's okay. Tyler Alexander told us only the catchers are wearing the cups, so he lied to our face because you're in first base.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm not going to feel confident holding somebody on with Shohei Ohtani at the plate, hitting the ball 108 or 118, and I'm still trying to have another kid. We gotta protect the family.
We gotta
jewels a little bit.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, let me ask you this though: is there like a time when you're getting ready to go to training camp and put that thing on for every day that you kind of at home practice?
No,
with it on,
I definitely should. That's smart because I do that in cleats. Like, I probably look like a psychopath, but I'm walking like around the park in cleats, just trying to get my legs used to it.
Sure.
Now, hey, that's a good point. That's definitely a part of next year's routine. Is maybe we throw on the cup as well.
In the park with the cleats. Just
in the park with the cleats.
Hey, good afternoon. Cup of coffee in hand, like
just the cleats and just the cup.
Chasing around a 3-year-old and a dog. I don't know what's better.
Jake, how confident are you going to be in maybe challenging one of these balls and strikes here at the play with the new system?
0%.
Okay.
I feel like I just don't. I think it's got to be the right time and place. I'm definitely not doing something early in the game, but I think if it's a big situation, I remember. It's the only time I've gotten tossed out of a major league game, and it was bases loaded, 3-2 pitch up and away. They got striked, and it was 3 balls out and up. And it was the 8th inning. We were in the playoff hunt in Miami, and so situations like that, I feel like that's when you when I'm going to use it, when I'm pretty passionate about where it's at. But those 50-50 calls, it's just not worth it for me.
This team get back in the playoffs this year, Jake? What do you think?
Yeah, I love the buzz here, and we got the pieces. I think there's a lot of guys, like I said at the beginning of this interview, like upset about last year and disappointed, whether it's injury, performance, or both. There's just this energy and vibe around the clubhouse that's I don't know, it's infectious, and you just feel it amongst everybody. Everybody's a competitor in there, and it just feels like we're on the right trend, and we got to take care of business on a day in and day out basis, not taking any pitches off.
Jake, we focus a lot on the offense. We want all the Berger bombs possible from you this year. But this club, a reason why you were always in every game was how good you were defensively. How much pride as an infield do you take in carrying that over from last year?
Yeah, I think that's huge for us. We feel like we have one of the best staffs in baseball, and if we can make plays for those guys on a nightly basis, we're going to put them in a better position with themselves and their careers. But also, it helps the offense stay close in games, and so that obviously everyone's focused on the offense, but we're focused on the defense. And as Jacob deGrom walks by me, making plays for Jake.
Hell yeah!
Like I said, he's talking crap to me right now.
We heard you yesterday yelling at Wyatt when we had him on.
Yeah,
he's electric, personality-wise.
Oh, I know. I'm living with him right now. I wanted him to get home so we could play some games. He's taking too long on the mic.
What are you guys playing?
We're playing Arc Raiders right now. Interesting game. we play Fortnite as a collective, as a group. But Wyatt and I are grinding this game arc raiders, and it's pretty fun. There's like proximity chat where you can talk to random people in game, so we're having a good time with that.
You smack talker?
Yes and no. It just depends on the situation. It's situational awareness. Who just hit a home run?
I believe that's Smitty with the second.
The second one of the day.
Oh, he told me he made an adjustment between the first and second at bat, and 2 home runs.
Paid off.
So
man, he hit it on the button.
Yeah,
that's outstanding, dude. Okay, what sounds better, a Jacob DeGromlet on the Rangers menu at Globe Life Field, or Jacob's DeGrom and noodles?
The omelet flows better.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're workshopping it right now. Yeah.
But at the same time, both of those are not something I'd get at a ball game. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, they're being creative now with these menus. Actually, Lou Malnati's is being advertised in the outfield, and you played in Chicago.
Yeah.
And we taught deep dish pizza with you last year. We've never been. Yeah. They've got one now in Surprise. Okay. Is it worth the hype, and what should we order?
I think you just get the traditional pepperoni, but I'm more of the tavern style pizza in Chicago. I think deep dish is maybe a little overrated. Still good, but it's a little overrated. But the tavern style is the way to go, and I think that's more traditional Chicago style.
Is that square cut, right? Is that kind of the
it's square pizza? Yeah, it's square cut.
Okay.
Yeah, a little thinner. I'm definitely more of a thin pizza type guy.
How does Brandon Nemoatmeal cream pies sound?
Where are these coming from?
That's a mouthful.
Is it coming off the top?
Man's got to
coming off the top of your head.
Mackenzie Gorrio ice cream?
Yeah, we need. I mean,
that's
can you get in our marketing department? I mean, this is.
I'm in, bro.
Jake, thank you so much for your time, man. Best of luck to you. Congrats on all your success. We can't wait to watch you hit more of them.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Thanks for having me.
Thank you, Jake.
There he goes, Jake Berger there on the Zero Res hot seat.